Hello, secondary one, my dear students, I miss you so much. What about revising today Treasure Island? What do you think? We'll revise just the 3 units that you have. The 3 chapters, chapter 7, 8 and 9. Let's start. Choose the correct answer from A, B, C or D. There was a or an space that stopped us from opening the gate. Do you remember the word chain? Of course, if there is a chain on the gate, you can't open it. Number 2, here is my space. I'll buy the old bike from you for £100. So this is an offer. This is my offer to buy it for £100. Number 3, the bird made a loud space and then flew from the trees. Can the bird make a voice like human beings? Can he make a song? We can say the birds sing, but we can't say made a song. Made a loud cry or made a loud laugh, of course, cry. So the bird made a loud cry and then flew. Number 4, there was a thick space in the morning and I could not see the road. Especially if you are driving, you can't see. If early in the morning there is a thick mist like fog. Number 5, my uncle lives near a busy road and the space from the cars is terrible. If the road is busy, so a lot of cars pass by, and of course the cars make terrible what? Yes, noise. The noise from the cars is terrible. Number 6, the children have got space in their shoes because they were on the beach all the morning. On the beach, remember. So rain, rock, sand or stone? Of course, sand. The children have got sand in their shoes because they were on the beach all morning. Number 7, they put a or an space around the car and pulled it from the river. Oh, so the car fell in the river and they need to take it back. So they put a rope. They put a rope around the car and pulled it from the river. Number 8, sorry. When there is a space, a judge decides if someone did or did not break the law. When there is a trial, trail, it's trial. When there is a trial, like a case in which someone is accused of doing something bad, and breaking the law. So during that trial, the judge decides if someone did or did not break the law. Number 9. The taxi driver spaced the car around some holes in the road. The taxi driver spaced the car around. He moved the car around. So the word which means to move around is to steer. He steered the car around some holes in the road. Number 10. The nurse put a space on the boy's head because he had a cut on his head. So the nurse put a bandage, of course. Number 11. The police will space the criminals soon. The police will reward, win, catch, arrive, of course, catch. Number 12. The tourists came onto the space when the ship arrived in Port Said. The tourists came onto the cabin, deck, sail, mast, of course, deck. To be on deck means to be on the roof of the ship. Number 13. It was not easy to swim because the sea was very tall, thick, flat, high, of course, high. The sea was high. It means with high waves, or the level of the water is very high, so the water is very deep. We used a space so that we could see in the darkness. What can we use to see in the darkness? We can use torch. So we used a torch. Number 15. Please, can you close that window? I can't space it. I can't get, arrive, go, reach. Yes, reach. I can't reach it. So, I am too short to reach the window. Or the window is so high that I can't reach it. Number 16. The sea is very space here, so it is safe for small children. So we can describe the sea here as cold, dangerous, shallow, deep. Of course, shallow. It means it's not deep. So it's safe for young children. Number 17. My sister played a space on me and everyone laughed. What a bad behavior. My sister played a game, sport, task, trick. Yes, number D, trick. That made everybody laugh at me. Your space is between your neck and your arm. What's between your neck and arm? It's the shoulder. Number B, shoulder. Number 19, Lina had a or an space on her leg after the accident. Poor Lina. She had what? She had a wound, like injury. Number 20, people have found lots of treasure in an old space under the sea. In an old, crash, wreck, trash, waste, of course, wreck of a ship, an old ship that sank in the bottom of the sea. Number 2, match and complete the sentences according to the incidents of the 3 chapters as you remember. Captain Flint, remember Captain Flint? Captain Flint made the fort. This is what Ben Gunn told Jim Hawkins. Number 2, a fort was full of sand and smoke. It was full of sand and smoke. After the storm, you remember? Number 3, Captain Smollett was hurt in the battle. The battle between the pirates and the good sailors in the fort. Captain Smollett, during that fight, was hurt. Ben Gunn was a little crazy. Why? Because he spent a long time on the island alone. Number 5, a white flag showed that the pirates wanted a truce. They wanted some break, not to fight during it. A white flag, this is the white flag, sir. Number 6, Dr. Livesey left the fort with a map and a gun. Number 3, answer these questions. How did Ben Gunn know there were good men inside the fort? When Ben Gunn was talking to Jim Hawkins, he told him that in this fort you'll find your colleagues, you'll find the good sailors. How could he know that? Is it because he knew that the pirates were on the ship, or because he could see the flag? Yes, he could see the flag. The other flag of the pirates that was on the ship, it was black. Number 2, why does Silver get angry with Captain Smollett? Did he get angry because Smollett didn't want Silver's offer, or because Smollett didn't give him the treasure? Of course, Smollett didn't have the treasure, but he had the map to find the treasure. So number B is wrong. Number A is the correct answer. Smollett didn't want Silver's offer. Do you remember Silver's offer? It was to help them travel back, go back to their country safely using the ship. And in return, they should give him the map to search for the treasure and take it for himself. That was his offer, which Dr. Smollett, of course, refused it. Captain Smollett. Number 3, did Gray kill Anderson? Did Gray kill Anderson? Why? Do you remember? Of course, Gray killed Anderson. Why? Is it because he was going to hurt Captain Smollett, or because he was going to hurt Jim Hawkins? Yes, number B is the answer, because he was about to kill Jim. Before killing him, Gray could kill Anderson. Number 4, who died in the battle? Joyce and Hunter, or Trelawney and Gray? Yes, Alice, Joyce and Hunter were killed in the battle. Number 5, how did Jim get to the Hispaniola? How did Jim get to Hispaniola, the ship? He swam through some big waves. He swam? Did he swim? Or he sailed in Bengan's boat? Which answer is correct? Of course, the number B, because he sailed in Bengan's boat. He found the boat and sailed in it till he could reach Hispaniola. Number 6, where did Hans and Jim sail the Hispaniola to? Did they sail the ship towards the north of the island or towards the Cape of Woods? Of course, Jim forced Hans to sail the ship towards the north of the island to get to his friends, the other sailors. Now let's move to number 4. Read the quotations and answer the questions. Number 1. If you were an honest man, you could come inside. But are you my ship's cook, who I looked after well, or Captain Silver, a pirate? Okay, we can stay here, said Silver, sitting down on the sand. So it was a conversation between Captain Smollett and Silver. What do you think Captain Smollett think of Silver at this point of the story? Of course, he became sure that Silver was not the honest cook of the ship. He was a pirate. What does Silver's reply tell us about him? He answered him, okay, we can stay here, and he sat down. Of course, Silver was cunning, and he was diplomatic. Like he stopped to conquer. He tried to be diplomatic with Captain Smollett because he needed to take the map from him. Of course, to get the treasure. The second quotation, I put the small boat into the water and began my journey to the ship. Who put the boat into the water? Who was in the boat? You remember? It's Jim. Jim Hawkins, who sailed in Bengan's boat. And he put it into the water and began his journey towards the ship. The next part of the first question, what boat did he talk about? Of course, he was talking about the boat made by Bengon, which he took and sailed in. Number 2. Why did he want to go to Hispaniola? Because he became so close to the ship that it was about to hit the boat, and if the ship hit the boat, of course he will be dropped in the water and he will be drowned. Number 3, why was he surprised when he reached the Hispaniola? When he reached the ship, why was Jim surprised? Of course, you remember that when he was sailing in the boat, he looked towards the ship and he found 2 men fighting together. When he came close, he knew that it was Hans with another man. So, when Jim got on Hispaniola, he found both Hans and the other man whom he was fighting. Both of them were stretching on the floor of the ship. Of course, Jim thought they were both dead. That's why he was surprised. A third quotation. I don't think you can sail this ship, so if you give me food and drink and help me with my wound, I'll help you. Again, I don't think you can sail the ship, so if you give me food and drink and help me with my wound, I'll help you. See, so it was like an offer. This offer was from Hans. So who said this? It was Hans. He was making like a deal with Jim to help him, and in return he would sail the ship. Did Jim help him? Of course, yes. But for Jim, Hans would not stay alive, because he had serious wounds and he also needed some water, so Jim helped him a lot. Did he really help Jim? Did Hans help Jim? Of course not. What happened to both characters at the end of the chapter? You know, of course, that Hans pretended to be helpful to Jim, and he followed Jim's instructions to sail towards the north of the island. But he asked Jim to go downstairs and bring him more water. And during this, Hans secretly took a knife and hid it inside his jacket. After that, when Jim went upstairs with the water, he took it from him, of course, you remember, without thanking him, because he was intending to kill him. And in a certain moment, Hans attacked Jim with the knife. But luckily, Jim could hurry and escape from him climbing the mast. And on the mast he tried to use his gun, but alas, it was not working. At that time, Hans threw the knife at Jim to his shoulder. But Jim behaved quickly and could take off the knife of his body and use the gun and he shot at Hans, and he could kill him at the end. That was the final result of the bad situation which happened between Jim and Hans at the end of chapter 9. By this, of course, you got complete idea about the three chapters, and you are ready to answer any question, whether it is quotation or multiple choice. Good luck. See you soon. I hope so. And good luck. Study well, please. Goodbye.